All right. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the pre-service social here at Calvary Community Church. Right here at the beginning, I do want to invite you to let me know whether or not the audio is working as it should be. It's always kind of an adventure here with the audio. I'm here joined with my banter buddy for today, Mr. Hal Palmer. We won't do the handshake, but we can do like an elbow bump or something like that.
Elbow bump, okay.
There we are. So it sounds like the audio is doing okay.
Yeah. We can't do the foot bump because, nobody could see that.
Nobody could see it.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you folks that have joined us. We've already got 18 people that have logged in. Anybody want to guess what today is based upon my outfit? I'll give you a couple of seconds there. It is Pentecost Sunday, and so the red jacket has come out with all the little goofy, Phillips and stuff like that.
The yellow's great on you, you know that.
Well, thanks.
Red and
I
yellow.
appreciate you saying that.
Yeah.
I should have you on as the banter buddy more often.
That's right. Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to Sunday morning. Welcome to the service here. I'm glad to have you guys with us, and I'm glad to have Hal with me today. Hal is busy not just here at the church, but he's also busy in the local Lions, if that's correct.
Longview Pioneer Lions.
Longview Pioneer Lions, getting stuff done in the community, and I'm sure he's got things he could share with us today about that, as well as what's going on in the life of the congregation. But Hal, how are you doing?
Pretty good. As you know, I've got a kidney stone that's doing things that I don't want it to do, and the last few days have been mellow.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Other than that, I've been organizing our Longview Pioneer Lions meeting on Zoom, as well as the ARN Bible study. Lesson Sandy asked me to do that, and that's been fun. And I've been on 2 national real estate Zoom meetings throughout this week, and that's national marketing real estate. So I still got my hand in the real estate a little bit.
Okay.
And in the meantime, the neat thing about the Pop Yachts, Park RVs I work, it's an internet-based business.
Okay.
And so it's going good.
So you do real estate with houses, but I think about you as the guy that sells boats and now also RVs. So you're kind of got a hand in a lot of different pies here.
I was looking at what was my plan to back away from real estate.
Okay.
And so I've stayed mostly on the national marketing level of solving big challenges that people might have with their real estate, and it's an amazing group. It's called the National Council of Exchangers, and we had a 3-day meeting this week on Zoom, and I got to tell you, that's a lot of Zoom when you add the other Zooms.
Okay, sure, yeah. It's one of those things that sounds like it's going to be really helpful, and it's better than not having it at all.
Correct.
But it's never quite the same as being there in person. It just feels different.
Yeah. What's really nice on the Longview Pioneer Lions, we have a lot of members on our congregation here, the Pattersons, Tom Fulton, the Malones. There's more that the memory is just kind of pushed out, but it'll come back in, and it's good seeing them.
Well, great. Well, today is kind of a special day here at Calvary for a few reasons. One, Hal's with us, which is always special. 2, though, this is going to be probably the last time that we have a fully recorded service. We're going to be moving towards more kind of hybrid models of the service here, where we have in-person services for very small groups, matched up with live streaming so that people at home can still watch it. And so if you've really enjoyed the recorded services, this is your last chance to really kind of soak that all up with all the fun camera angles, getting in real close, and the real quick transitions. So enjoy that. We're going to be kind of having a best of, in a sense, for the songs.
Okay.
And that's because Jeff and the rest of the worship team were hard at work this week preparing for next week, which is going to be a drive-in service.
Okay.
So we've got all of our audio equipment moved out of the sanctuary, and we'll kind of show a little bit of that process in the service video that's coming up here at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
But if you loved it, we're sorry that it's leaving, but if you hated it, congratulations. We're moving on to something else. Your wishes are all coming true here, and before you know it, you'll be able to be in the sanctuary. Now, as I said, it'll probably be small groups. The governor has issued some directives about how exactly we can accommodate. And according to the governor's office in Washington State, you're only legally allowed to have up to 50 people, not including staff. So, I mean, Bill and I and
Right.
Mara, I guess, counts, and we can have Aaron in here, but other than that, we're up to 50. So we'll probably have some kind of registration where people can put their name on a list, and we'll kind of give them certain Sundays out of the month they can be here, and everyone else can be at home and watch it from home. We may go with more than one service a week, but that's kind of up in the air at this point, so we're going to see how that goes.
Correct.
As for next week, I hope you folks can all make time to drive down. For drive-in services, there is no limit on how many people we can have in the parking lot at one time, so long as you're still in your cars. And we are going to be preparing for that this coming Sunday. It's going to be, at this point, we have ordered where it's a single cup that's If shipping takes longer than we think, I will have to let the good people at home know, and they'll have to bring their own elements just like last time. So that'll be kind of a wait and see thing. I'll post updates on Facebook moving forward. But yeah, so let's go ahead and let's check to see what we've got coming. Oh, it says we'll be right back. We've had a problem here.
What?
And it looks like we are suddenly back already. It didn't take too long.
Okay.
Broadcast interrupted. Uh-oh. Ernie, are you on the Wi-Fi or are you on?
I'm on cellular.
On cellular. Okay. So I'm going to leave this to you just to kind of carry the conversation, and I'm going to go and try to tinker with something inside here.
Okay. Well, that's wonderful, Pastor. The interesting. It was so nice to see so many people in the parking lot. The last time that we had the communion in the parking lot, and it was also interesting to hear some people and how the elements. Some may have made it with real wine, I hear, but no names given out there. And crackers, and I brought in a piece of bread, and I hate to say it, but I did have like a Diet Coke. But it's the meaning of the service. It's the meaning of the communion. It's about us coming together as people celebrating the sadness of Easter, which is the death of Christ, and the joy of Easter, which is his resurrection. So that's why we need a producer behind the scenes, isn't it?
It helped, but
yeah,
we're doing what we can do.
That's right.
So hopefully that'll fix things, having shut down a few of the, but it's still kind of clunky. All right.
So we are back.
I think we're back. So it shows us there on the screen.
That's right.
It's trying to catch up, it looks like.
That is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, so there's that little bit of a delay you got to kind of get used to.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I'll set this down here.
I know when I spoke at the Capitol, it's the same effect. Back in 95 when I was a senator, there's this concrete step area, and you have to concentrate on every word because of the echo that's coming back at you.
Oh, I got you.
And it's like, whoa, the first time is like, I can do this. I can get through this.
Well,
yeah,
we'll get through this.
That's right. We'll get through everything.
It's one of those things you just kind of learn to streamline. You make sure that everything else is shut down in the building, and then we focus all of our bandwidth on the camera right here. And
that might be hard when the 50 people come in, because a few people.
Well, I think that when the 50 people come in, we're going to have to ask Keith to just shut down the Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay.
So that there's just no option
to log that's in. Probably the best way.
We're going to hoard up that bandwidth for the church itself.
That's right.
Anyway, since it is Pentecost, I thought I would get a snack that kind of matched the day, and so I've got red and white cupcakes here. So we'll go ahead and we'll dig into those.
Those donuts that you were showing, they sure look pretty good. I bet you could have gotten some red and white donuts.
All the snacks that we enjoy here on Sunday morning are provided generously at full price by Walmart.
Oh, are they?
But because it's the closest, that's where I go. And so they don't have red and white donuts generally. They have them around, I think, 4th of July. But Pentecost is not on the radar enough, I guess, to justify Walmart.
Come on. I'm shocked. I mean, it's a good Southern business.
You would think. Yeah, Bentonville, Arkansas.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
It's not far enough south, I guess.
Not far enough?
Yeah. It's right in the middle spot right there, so...
Yeah.
Lots and lots of kind of low church evangelical, not a lot of more high church kind of stuff. So Pentecost is not as big of a deal.
I see.
You'd have to get further down into places like Louisiana probably to get more of that.
So I'm assuming in your sermon you're going to talk about Pentecost and its
I am
real
indeed.
true meaning.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
we'll talk about that.
You know, and it's Pentecost as I've learned, is an interesting turning point, and specifically for our church, because having been an Assembly of God church, and pastors and the deacons prayed, and basically it was the gift of tongues that Pastor Paris felt took away that gift of tongues.
Okay.
And that's one of his reasons in the interpretation of tongues. That was interesting to hear. Pastor Paris would give that sermon every once in a while, just to make sure everybody understood clearly that Pentecost is a good thing. We were given the Holy Spirit. We all have the Holy Spirit within us. And I think that's a meaningful event for this church.
Well, great. Right. Yeah, definitely. We have that heritage here,
Right.
and I mean, I think you see it in kind of the character of our congregation even today.
Right.
We're not a Pentecostal church necessarily, but there
Right.
are, some of the older members that have been here for a long time. They have those roots that go back
Oh,
into
sure.
that. And so
But they're here.
they're still here, yeah. And
That's
so
right.
Sunday morning you'll see some hands being raised and
right.
stuff like that. Haven't heard speaking in tongues yet.
No,
but,
I don't think you'll see that.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
At least in been here 40 years, something like that?
40 years, haven't heard it once. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me see.
Interesting.
What's 1978? That's when my little girl was born and brought me back to Christ.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's beautiful how that happens sometimes.
Yeah.
you
You just look at that little thing there, and there's just no way I could have done this. Just no way. I just going, okay, there is a God. We need to. I need to get back at it.
Okay. All right. It's a beautiful, beautiful testimony.
Yeah. Thank you.
So were you paying attention yesterday to the big development there, above the stratosphere?
Above the stratosphere, not really.
Okay.
And it's kind of like how many moonshots and stuff have I seen? I saw him walk on the moon. I was just working. The lady that lives with us, she was all excited, and that's good for her. And then my son-in-law used to work at Cape Canaveral, and their house was about 45 minutes from the Space Center, and so you can sit on their front lawn and watch them all the time. They'd go down to the beaches sometimes and watch them, but it's kind of like our July 4th. It's a mess.
Sure.
For traffic and everything. But I just, every time I hear about it or see these rocket ships take off, it's just like, once again, it's like the baby. God gave us that.
Yeah.
That ability.
Sure.
To put people on the moon, to put something roving around the Mars, and sure, we'll call them heathens. Heathens worked on that project. That's okay. The truth is there were Christians that worked on that project as well.
Sure.
And I know they were deeply moved by what they were able to put together in those days.
Yeah. I think for me, watching the events unfold yesterday, it's this kind of bittersweet reminder of the human condition.
Right.
On the one hand, there's this incredible promise and ability that we've received, being made in the image of God. We have these remarkable abilities, sending rocket ships up into space, and the rockets come and they land back on their base, just like those old Acme rockets in Looney Tunes, where they take off and land vertically. And at the same time, we have this civil unrest, and kind of shows that mankind's corrupted nature, where even attempts to protest against injustice, and some people are doing that well, and some people are spilling over into riot and stuff like that. And there does seem to be that kind of dual quality to the human creature, the nobility of being made in the image of God, and then the fallenness of having stumbled into sin, and how those two things are mixed together in our nature. And so for me, yesterday was a particularly poignant reminder of that duality in mankind's very nature. Anyway, let's go ahead and check and see what some of the people at home are having to say here. Feeling more and more like a game show host. Picking up the lingo.
Yeah.
So we've got a bunch of folks here. It looks like the stream is working again, which is great. Let's see, what else do we got here? All right, so it looks like nobody's actually If you have not yet, go ahead and let people know how you guys are doing. Part of this time before the service is for kind of social interaction. It's not just the Hal and Eugene show. It's a chance for the church to engage with one another. So if you've got something fun going on in your life, let us know, and it'll give Hal and me an opportunity just to kind of carry the show for just a little bit.